to Pocket Pod, Animal Crossing. Daisy May should cover her a chew. Episode 122. There's JoeyBoey, Roar, and Leesh. That's me.
Sure is.
Show enough. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Wait for the sound to go down.
Is it down? Is it down
Hi,
now?
friends.
Oh, we did it.
Hi, JB.
It's tapering.
Hello.
Good enough. I say.
We did it
It's
ish.
done.
Call
It's
it what
done,
you
though.
want.
Call it what you want. I
How's
know
those-
you guys were about to sing that, so I joined in, even though I don't know the song.
Oh, good job.
What a good
You're learning.
friend. You're
She
so
can be
sweet.
taught.
It's like, I don't know it, but I know you guys know it, and I know it enough to know it. It's like joining in on my ridiculous singing that Willy Wonka, 'cause I've got a golden ticket, la 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 la, la, which is not at all in the actual movie, but is in a
Yes,
silly
it
YouTube
is.
video that I love so much.
What's this new bed? Oh, it's the same bed. Never mind.
What's
bed
this new
you
bed?
said?
I've
That's the
never seen
same
it.
bed. Is this an advert for some? Is this for a mattress company that you can send? Get your mail order.
Mail-in
It's
mattress
purple.
company.
It's purple.
You can put an egg on it and then lay on it, and the egg doesn't break.
It's
Why
so
would you do
funny.
that?
It's so funny. I've never seen the blue imperial bread in person.
Yep.
Blue imperial bread. That's when you leave regular
pretty.
imperial bread. Well,
I think
Yeah,
I
I was
have
thinking
that
it is.
in my attic, in my house.
oh, I thought it was when you leave
That's where
regular
I keep my imperial beds.
imperial bread out on the counter for just too long, and then it grows its own mold, which is blue. Then you have the blue imperial bread.
Got
It
it.
makes sense.
That's right.
Science.
Yep. It's your starter. It's your starter for your sourdough blue imperial bread.
Was that how sourdough works? No, this is so
Sourdough.
scary. Ugh. No thanks. Man,
Nope.
That's
Nope,
more
not
intimidating than I
interested.
thought. But anyway,
Ugh, how's Daisy May treating you guys? She's not socially distancing lately.
no,
This
she's
girl
not.
needs an effing mask, I tell ya.
Yes. What if she could take her little headband and just like kind of like pivot it, like take off the
mean, she's
basket of
cut-
turnips, and then
I mean,
just like
it doesn't
take
matter
that,
what she's got.
just
She's
cover-
got a snot.
She's got a little snot bubble.
a little dangler, a little.
She's like the
dingler.
definition of like, someone you don't want in your town right about now in the middle of the pandemic, and she just wanders in every Sunday, just sneezing all over things.
She's
It's
not even
true.
asymptomatic.
I know she's
Nope.
clearly
She's
sneezing up a storm. Oh,
I need-
little Daisy May.
I need a wand that looks like a thermometer. So I can just hold it up.
Oh,
I've got marker on my finger.
little
Like,
Daisy
no.
May. She just needs some
Little
extra
sneeze.
careful
She sneezed
attention.
on Rar's face the other day when
She did.
when Rar was visiting my town.
It was a little
Just like
upsetting.
right in the face.
right up in my face, and then we were talking about her a bit.
My cats do
didn't
that all the
appreciate it.
time.
And then she's like, "Would you like some turnips?"
Oh,
I'm sure
I don't know if I want them anymore.
Cleanest.
Well, you're not eating the turnips. You're turning around and selling them to someone else. You're spreading the pandemic.
I know. Oh no! Worst part is I go to other people's towns and take those germy
Strange
turnips with me.
towns
Oh, I'm
and-
the worst.
Drop off your
I know, right?
germ-covered.
That's how it spreads.
Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
It spreads
Sorry,
through the
guys.
turnips. We now
Gotta
know.
learn my ways. Oh no! Ugh, this is awful.
Daisy May's turnips.
I don't know
That
if I
makes
like
a
the
lot of
direction of
sense.
this fan
Nope.
faction is rough.
Nope. We've gone to a post-apocalyptic.
It's a dark place.
This game, which I think we're going to do again later, which is a little upsetting.
Sometimes it calls for it. I mean, maybe it's a whimsical dark place. You never know.
This wholesome game, we have to find darkness in it sometimes.
We
guess so.
frequently find darkness in it.
It's
Even
true.
before any of this happened, anything that
true.
we could predict, we were post-apocalyptic.
That's true.
Apocalyptic.
Yes, it's true.
Apocalyptic.
Apoplectic.
Apocalyptic.
Yep, we were that. We were that thing.
Yeah, this was Animal Crossing Apocalypse, if I recall. Sorry.
Right,
was.
right. I
Correct.
do remember that.
Yep. Yep.
Never did
Hey
feel
guys,
that
you want
much.
to do the show?
Oh, are we not doing the show?
Oh, I thought this was just
We were just-
chatter.
We were just doing opening chatter.
Okay, that's the show. I don't understand what's different.
I mean, the whole thing is opening chatter. It's true.
I enjoy some
But we
opening
also
chatter.
have segments.
It's
I
true.
was asking if we wanted to get into a segment.
Okay, I got
Sure, why not? Let's do it.
Sure, let's do this.
Do. I don't want to wait
Wait.
For a follow-up.
from RAR.
From you.
Yes.
Go.
Yes,
Do
so
it.
I will share my brief follow-up.
Do it.
Because last week we talked a bit about the 4th tier glitch, which is still active
Yes.
as far as I know. So yes, I
Which I
messed around
haven't
with it.
done yet.
It is fun to try. I thought it was a delight. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but I did a little secret elevated camp area in my back of my island. And in the front, I gave myself a giant mountain covered with beautiful flowers just for fun. And I thought
So
it was
how
great.
so how big is your fourth floor?
Oh, so the 4th floor on the back mountain, on the one in the back is very tiny, and on the front one is moderately tiny because it does.
I was going to say, how big can you make them? Like, is the
Oh.
sky the limit?
I guess the sky's the limit. The problem is that you need to make sure you have enough space to have like the platforms for it, because as you go up, you're going to need a pretty big base if you want it to be a substantial top layer.
Got it.
So-
The smallest it can be for the glitch to work is like what, 4x4 or 4x3?
No, it's got to be. I guess it's got to be not a 3x3. Yeah, 3x3. Because is that right? No, 4x4.
In order
because
to
you need
be
to have a
L,
little. Yeah, you need to do
it
like
has to be
an inset of four.
You need to be able
blocks
to
of
put
space.
two in the middle. So yeah.
Yes, yes. So,
yeah,
that is
4x3.
limiting, because that
And
has
so
to be
then if
pretty
you
large.
if you exponentially grow it into a mountain, we're talking a lot more. I'm not going to do that math.
Right, because of course, because you must always have an extra block around the outside edge, as Tabby agrees. Tabby Cat is emphasizing. Yes, it's a challenge.
Obviously.
Right,
I
yes,
know.
Mike.
Preach it.
But yeah, I think it was fun. You can still do it. Again, it's a fun little glitch because you only need to be there. You only need one person to do it, so it's kind of a bonus. Do it on your own
It's true.
time.
Yeah, you don't need to Leesh, are you familiar with the previous glitch of how to get a 4th level? You have to invite a friend over at exactly the right time.
No.
You have to have them
this
like
weird.
leaving. You have to have them. I think it was something to the effect of you have to position yourself, and then you are kind of trying to not jump up, but kind of move over something while they're
Man,
exiting
so much work.
to their island.
Yeah.
It's something about the airport. It was confusing.
Yeah.
was-
It just sounded like a lot of coordination.
Well, I'm glad I
and-
didn't do it.
And it made me
last
wonder on all of these glitches how people figure it out.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
Isn't
I
that the
think
big
it's-
question?
I can understand with the waterfall glitch how you can stumble into that, but literally, but I just some of these things, they have to look in the code. How do they do it? How do they figure it out?
I don't know. Magic.
How do they do it?
How do they do?
People just spend all day just trying let's try an L. Okay, let's try a T this time.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it is interesting. Yeah, and it could be something where they accidentally did it and then recreated it. They're like, "Oh, I saw this happen," then took a video right away, and then at least they can analyze what happened. Maybe. I mean, that's something to be mindful of. If anything weird ever happens, don't forget to take a video of it, because you can do
Yeah.
that little 30-second flashback.
If only I had an X-ray video of that time I fell into a hole in my bamboo area and never figured out what happened.
Mystery. That
I'll
will
never know.
Maybe it'll happen someday.
Someday.
And that concludes our follow-ups.
That's the end of follow-ups. Did you want to do a weather report in honor
I
of
do.
Adam Gravitt's sports show?
I do. Should we put that in the bucket of what's new? Or should we have its own song?
Yeah, a weather report is what's
Ooh.
new.
It could be a preamble to what's new.
I get all the news I need on the weather report. I've been holding that. I've been holding it. Ba-na-na-na-na-na, ba, ba-na-na-na, ba. Weather
So,
report.
Shama bana bani banana ba moomer. The only living boy in New York.
Well,
There, I did it. You're welcome.
I liked it.
So the weather. What's the weather doing? How's that weather out there?
It's stormy.
It's frightful.
Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening.
So we're the Pocket Pod Trio live. And
Right
we all
now.
relatively nearby each other.
pretty close.
You live in like a 5-mile radius.
Super duper 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 thunderstormy right now. And we're telling you this in case
This episode is
our episode is 10 minutes long.
Yes. It's definitely,
We're sorry.
Yeah, exactly. So we're hoping that the storm passes over because it seems to be quieter right now for me. So I'm hoping that it's going.
Yeah,
It was
quiet.
super crazy.
I
We
was-
had a
Oh, go ahead, Leesh.
a thunder boomer that was like literally 10 seconds long, and it rumbled the entire house.
Oof.
It was
Terrible.
crazy.
I was-
Crazy
I was-
scary.
I was facing the wall to my right,
Uh-huh.
and in my left eye, I saw a flash, and I was like,
Oh.
"Am I having a seizure, or was that lightning?" Like I didn't know what was happening. And then I heard thunder like a little bit later, and I was like, "Okay, that was lightning." But like it
there
was
you
just
go,
a
it's
flash. It
outside.
was like a flash bulb. It
Right,
was
right,
so
right.
weird.
Wow.
I have that in my eyes normally, and the doctors don't know what that is.
Oh.
It happened a lot more in years past, but like now if there's like a sensitivity to light, like if a light turns on or turns off really quickly, it feels like there's like just like a car headlights like going by
wow.
me in my periphery.
Is that a problem? Do you
I'm
find
fine.
that is that a problem at night? Do you have problems driving at night because of
No.
that? Just curiosity.
No.
Well, that's good.
No.
So it's
It's usually like if a light flicks off, or like if I turn my head too quickly and like things change, like, and it's like weird because it happens like after the fact. It's not like during my turning my head or whatever. It's like, and it's just like a slow, maybe like 5 seconds of light just like going on the sides of my eyes.
Whoa.
It also happens if I'm like a little bit dehydrated and I haven't drunken enough water. It happens more.
So staying hydrated. I mean,
Yeah.
there's so many good
Sounds
reasons
like
to stay
like,
hydrated.
could be a migraine-y sort of thing potentially.
It's possible, but I don't get migraines that I know of. I mean, maybe I get migraines in my brain. I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't get
I don't know.
migraines till I got migraines. Like I
Wait, what?
didn't get them, and then
That
they
sounds like-
started.
That sounds like a Yogi Bear quote. I mean, Yogi Berra. Oh man, my picnic basket.
And
Yogi Bear or Yogi Berra. I love it. Yes. No, that was
yeah,
meant to
no.
sound like that because that's
No,
what
I like
that
it.
is.
It's brilliant. It's great. But no, but
The older I get, the more I
I.
quote Yogi Berra accidentally.
I mean, he's full of truths. Truths.
True.
so many truths.
Direct
So many
truths.
truths. But yes, so that's interesting. I feel like I'm learning so much about you guys through this podcast. It's fascinating. I feel like I need to like generate some more interesting content about myself. What do you do, Sarah? Nothing. Just standing around.
Just waiting for my friends to tell me about their eye
Standing
issues.
around.
Wait for my friends to say something interesting. I'll be like, oh, that's fascinating.
You have plenty of things that are fascinating, Rar.
Actually, I just realized something we haven't talked about yet that we have to talk about later in the episode, and that is Sarah's
that?
real life finding of a certain bug.
Yes.
A bug.
I was like, what are you talking about?
Yes,
don't know
I knew
what you're
exactly what
talking
she was talking about. I did.
about. That's awesome. Yes, we
I love
can
that
share
we're going
about
to make you talk about something and we're not going to tell you what it is.
I like, and Sarah's just like, guys, I wish you would tell me what it was. I don't know what you're talking about. But no,
That
I
is
actually do know what you're talking
definitely
about,
a
so
tiny delight.
That is
Yeah.
a tiny delight, and it's reflexive of our experience in Animal Crossing. So I mean, that's
Yeah,
a
so
thing.
stay tuned after the break, guys, to find out what Sarah's tiny delight was. Oh
Here we-
boy!
Oh, I'm excited.
But let's officially go into what's new.
okay,
Take it
What's
away.
What's new? Tabby cat. Whoa, 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 whoa.
She's got her little curly Q tail, which means she's
Yeah.
curious and happy.
oh,
She's sniffing all the pens right now. She's loving the pens.
oh my goodness, so many
little
pens to
fresh.
sniff.
You guys want to talk about a moon?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
interested
I
in hearing
do.
all about this. Please tell me.
Joel
wanna
wants
tell
to
you
talk
guys.
about this segment called Total Eclipse
Eclipse
of the Moon.
Yeah.
I would love to learn about it.
So I have been stargazing all week because I realized we were approaching the end of the Cancer month and going into Leo very soon.
Mm-hmm.
And actually today I think is day one of Leo. I could be wrong about that.
I thought it was yesterday, which is why I'm confused.
No, I still had Cancers this morning. So
I did too. That's why I thought. That's why I was confused. 'Cause I thought the 22nd was the. Well.
I saw somewhere the 23rd it switches.
Okay.
So hopefully today's the day. So if I see stars tonight, maybe we'll get
I
a
did.
Leo. Be
I
very
had
excited.
3 stars that I wished on in my town. So
A Leo might be coming. I can't wait to find out what color it is. I don't know.
Joelle, I was going to say the same thing. I can't wait. I'm excited. I always love it's a surprise. It's a surprise.
Well, anyway, I've been trying to collect as many Cancer stars as I can because I love those stupid crab tables.
They're so cute.
I love them too.
I've already crafted 4, and now I just need a little bit more gold so I can craft more.
But I do love them.
Oh, that's right. That's the trick about the beautiful constellation / zodiac tables. Everything always requires gold bits.
Are there any
gold
pro
fragments.
tips about gold? Because I haven't gotten gold in a long time, and I've been clanging and clanging and clanging. Yes, Sarah has things. Go,
on
Sarah.
clanging. I think they've decreased the amount of. It used to be that if you went to Mystery Isles, you'd have pretty decent returns on gold. That was like back at the beginning, but I feel like they've turned it down so much. Like I feel like I get it more regularly from rocks in my hometown.
Another thing you could do
now,
if you have tons of Nook Miles tickets, is you could really just go crazy with Mystery Islands and eventually land on the Gold Nugget Island.
I don't want to. Oh,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I need that.
You get 8 on that island, which is not that many after all that, but it's.
I know, but that's
8 in one shot, which is great.
I feel like I get like 2 a week right now.
Oh gosh, you get 2 a week. I get maybe 1 a week every other week.
Any, but I also don't clang every day, so
yeah, I don't
need to
clang every day either.
I gotta clang guys. We gotta clang more, and I like that we're calling it clanging.
Do more clanging, and by clanging we do mean hitting the rocks, right? That's what we're talking about. Just making sure.
Yes, obviously.
Okay.
Yes,
obviously.
That's what I meant. That's definitely what I meant. I didn't think. Of
anyway,
else.
so going back to the total eclipse of the moon. So I was doing my stargazing. I completely rebuilt my plaza in front of my museum this week.
Beautiful.
And I'm sitting there in front of the museum. I'm wishing on stars, and I look up in the sky, and the moon is like not there. The moon had just like a tiny what's like the just a border,
like a crescent,
just
penumbra,
like a corona or something. That's the sun. But
I guess it could be. I think
is there a corona of the moon?
I feel like it's it. I feel like let me see what penumbra means. I'm gonna look that up right now because I think that might be close. Or a corona may also be the same term. I'm not sure.
I don't know
any of this. But the point is, the moon fully blocked. It was a total eclipse of the moon. I could not see it.
Or was it a new moon?
Let's discuss about this term because I totally understand what you're saying. But I also can tell you that this is just every so often the moon, the moon waxes and wanes, and there is a time when the moon, when you can't see when the moon is like basically all in shadow.
It's an eclipse, Sarah. It's an eclipse.
That's what it is.
It's true. I mean, that is also a time that is very, very true. The eclipse is also a time, but there's also a more regular time that is like a.
You're saying like on a monthly basis
like
this happens because
like
the little crescent gets so small that you can barely see it, and then it's nothing, and then it turns around and opens up again on the other side, and it becomes the whole thing. I know, but it would look like a total eclipse of the moon. That's my point.
No, and I agree. It looks really cool because you can see that there's just this dark disk in the sky, and I totally know what you're talking about. But yes, total eclipse of the moon is what one could call it.
Yep.
But yes.
I'm not alone. I believe our friend Brewster's Roost also called it a total eclipse of the moon.
Oh, good. So
and I
you know what?
that.
It's totally. So you're not. That's right. You guys are both seeing the moon being covered up. We hear you. We understand. We get it. And it's like a eclipse light. Like
yeah, it felt like an eclipse, but it turns out we can get it monthly.
Yes, it's you can look forward to it again before too long. It would be interesting if they did have some like eclipse action. Or we do have a comet that's in real life right now. Wouldn't that be cool if there could be comet events?
Yes, we do.
And I forgot what the comet's called because it's something that's probably numbers and letters, maybe.
GR 36, that one, right? That comet. GR 36. Yep.
Is that what it is? See,
sure enough.
Nope.
Wait, why isn't it? I believe you. I was like, that's probably it. That's probably what it is.
Why isn't it Frederick Frankenstein? Because it isn't. It's Frederick Frankenstein. Actually, I prefer Igor.
Igor. Oh, this is so fun learning about terms. So yes. Anyway,
we're just quoting now. Is that a Young Frankenstein? Is that what we're quoting?
It sure is. Oh yes, it is.
It's been a long time since I watched that movie.
That's such a good movie.
There was another what's new who we want to talk about.
We got a couple more.
I would love to.
Let's talk about let's mosey on into flowers. Special flowers,
or
on special bushes,
or shrubberies with flowers. Yeah.
Tell me about them.
I don't know about you guys, but I overbought hibiscus when
You did?
Leaf kept coming to town. So I bought every type of shrubbery, and I very carefully and many, many times redid my shrubbery pattern to ensure that everywhere on my island you can always see a seasonal shrubbery at whatever time it's in season. So it's always a mix. So like in December I'll see the holly, and last month I had hydrangeas all over. I have everything on my island all at once.
Oh my goodness.
I was delighted by the fact that I definitely overbought hibiscus, even though it was the bane of my existence while trying to figure out where they all go when I had too much hibiscus.
Okay.
But as of yesterday, those flowers bloomed, and I was so excited. It was gorgeous. My entire island.
They are the official bush of Nip Island.
Oh, they are?
Is that what you used? Mm-hmm. Do you mean Fort Nips?
Of Nip, yes. Of Fort Nip.
I was like, did you rename your island?
No, it's not. No,
oh my gosh.
Nip Island.
They're the official bush of Fort Nips. So Fort Nips is beautiful right now, is what you're saying.
Fort Nip is all a beautiful...
Ooh. Oh, wow. That's a lot of yellow hibiscus. Wow.
Delightful.
It's very hibiscus-y.
Gorgeous.
Also,
I love it.
This is an impromptu what's new, but Fort Nip will no longer have an incline.
Oh, because you needed
a ladder to get there.
Ladder access only, guys. Newsflash.
It's fine.
Yes.
You needed to use that incline elsewhere.
That's the way it goes. With only 8 allowed, you got to move them around sometimes. You got to make sacrifices.
The amount of money I've spent like moving an incline, then removing it, then adding a new one because I can't just add a second one.
Yep.
I have regrets about where I placed certain ones now. I might need to I took one away, and then I really want to put it back. It's all over the place.
Every single one more than once at this point.
Oh man!
Have you moved one back to the place that you originally had it? Because that's what I'm going to do right now.
Sometimes you got to do it.
I had to move one in order to move it over 1 square. That was fun.
Yeah, that's a pain. And then also, if you want to change the style of it, you have to destroy it in order. You can't upgrade it. Which I think would be a nice thing to do if you already paid for it once. You could upgrade it to a higher version for the difference in price. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be nice.
Destroy it.
Look at our dream suite in the middle of this.
All over the place. It's my episode.
Oh.
Same thing with bridges. Like I wanted to move a bridge over a little bit, and you have to destroy it if you want to move it just a little.
I feel like if you have all 8. You should be able to move it.
That'd be nice.
Yep.
They do make it a little. It's a little frustrating to have to replot the whole thing to move it. And then you pay for it twice. It's it's double painful.
And same thing with houses. So this week I completely overhauled Villager Valley, and in order to do that, so there were 9 houses in Villager Valley. I had to move 11 times in order to get it to work because I didn't have space to move them in place. I had to move 2 out to move the rest in, and then move those 2 back.
Shuffling around.
Did a lot of that. I'm doing that with Able sisters right now. I'm moving them so I can move them 5 squares. This is really stupid and slow.
Oh, but you have a plan. It's like you know exactly where you want them to be. That's another reason it's frustrating because when you have you're punished for you have a better plan.
That 48-hour wait from plan to execution is infuriating.
Lame. Hey guys, let's talk about a bug off.
It's a bug off.
It's a bug off. I feel like this happened really quickly after the first bug off. Did we just happen 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a month ago. Yeah, it was the end of June, and that's apparently what they're doing. There's one a month through the summer.
No.
Whereas, Nintendo, Leesh says no.
Whereas the fishing tourneys are more spaced out.
To Pocket Pod. Pocket Camp. Grr.
We're in Pocket Pod right now, and you can't have flashbacks. We are in it.
Flashbacks to us.
It's happening right now.
It's happening.
Yeah, no, I agree. They're too close together. I'm also not I don't need a lot more to get the gold trophy, and I certainly don't need dupes of everything. So
see, that's the thing. It's a little disappointing that it's easy when you play with a group to get a lot of points. and it is very fun to play with the group, but it's almost like, are they, I feel like it wasn't like thought out especially well, because there's the prizes repeat, and yes, you can customize them.
I would contend that it's an opportunity for everyone to do it at least once.
Sure.
By having several of them be the same, so you don't miss
That's
out.
fair.
Like
That's
what you did.
Well,
in
maybe
Pocket
it's
Camp.
the same this season, right? So you get an opportunity, and maybe next season you'll get different stuff.
I would hope that they would update the things and the bug offs and the fishing tourneys every season, year, something. I would hope that they would refresh that.
Yes. Yeah, especially because we already know they have so many assets they've already designed that we've seen in Pocket Camp that theoretically, I mean, or even in New Leaf and other Animal Crossing games that have happened before, just so many more items that we are still lacking in New Horizons. So, I mean, there's going to be
Really
other stuff.
Beautiful thematic items that we haven't seen yet. Yeah.
And
we know some stuff's going to come, like the... maybe we don't know, but like every time they have an update, there seems to be stuff we've never seen before available.
That's true.
So.
I do like that they're giving us new things too. That's really exciting. That when it's not like we're just getting rehashed. Not that it's bad to have rehashed stuff, because I like the old stuff too. But it is nice to be getting new stuff. Like I love the bug off items, and they're very cute.
Yeah, just like now that I've collected all the bug off items, I'm sort of like, maybe it's not a bad thing that I have plans on Saturday evening, like, and I don't have to play all day.
Plans, you say?
I know. What are plans?
Don't know what those are.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know if I'm like super I mean, I'm glad that it's happening. I'm not like knowing if I'm going to participate so much in the next one.
I mean, I think
I just
well,
I want
so
my
for
gold
me it'll
trophy.
be good for a little Boo to play, because he likes playing a little bit, and then now I won't be like hogging it.
Oh, there we go. That's another reason that this is great, so that families, everybody gets a chance to play.
So what we're saying to those listening is that we are definitely not streaming this bug off.
Oh yeah, probably maybe not. That might not be
our
a
disinterest has been heard.
I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying I don't need to.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am with ya.
You guys get it. These guys get it.
Yeah.
These peeps get it. I know what
These guys get it.
You understand.
Hey, you never know.
McWorld. Okay, guys.
Yes.
I think I'm bugged off.
Bug it off.
You're bugged off. Does that mean
Yes, I'm bugged out.
you're
That's
bugged
it.
out?
Bugged out.
You bugged
It's a
out,
bug off.
baby.
I'm bugging out. Let's take a quick break, and then when
Yeah.
we come back, we can talk about the contest.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yes.
Great idea.
And we're back. We did it. Wonderful break that was.
I still feel so relaxed.
I don't know if
and
there's a
refreshed.
commercial, but if not, just pretend there was.
This, I think, is the last week of that particular commercial.
Okay, cool.
Maybe by next week we'll have found something else to insert in the break. We'll see.
I like it.
It'll be a surprise.
So
you want to hear about a
silly.
contest?
Yes.
Yeah,
Tell
let's
us
hear about it,
you
because
did.
I don't know anything about it. I haven't been in the Discord today.
Well, our dear Benequactor, McDuck Scrooge Hydro Quack Attack person
Hydro Quack.
has come up with a very interesting seasonal themed giveaway.
Yes, tell me about it.
Hydro is currently very upset by how hot it is where he lives. And
Me too.
and he would like to share Nook Miles tickets in the number of the temperature of where he lives at the time of the end of the contest.
Oh, that's fun.
So if it is 80 degrees, which doesn't sound nearly as hot as, it's been here.
Yeah,
but
quit complaining.
If it's 80 degrees, 2 winners get 40 Nook Miles tickets.
What?
If it's
Wait,
90
what?
if it's 95 degrees, I don't know what happens to that half ticket. Sophie's choice, we'll find out.
Gets
You get
split up.
47 and you get 47 and I'll keep the one. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. That's okay. He makes the rules.
So it's whatever. So nobody has to guess the temperature.
No. It's still the random, like, just click the duck and you enter the contest.
Nice.
And he will randomly select, as he always
Super
does.
easy.
But there's
Easy peasy,
two
lemon
winners this
squeezy.
time, and two winners will split the number of Nook Miles tickets that matches the temperature on Monday afternoon.
Woo. Nice.
I think that's fun.
I like it.
I think that's really cool,
So,
and I love that it's
yeah.
brings the real world into Animal Crossing space in a way, I guess.
I've been pondering that all week because it has been so just deadly hot out when it's not been humid or it's both.
Yes.
And
Gross.
I just don't want to go
Thunderstormy.
outside. I hate it. And then I'm playing Animal Crossing and I'm looking around thinking, it's probably 95 degrees in there too. Why am I not sweating? I've been pondering that. It feels so unnatural.
It's because you have a beautiful ocean breeze everywhere on your beautiful island.
true.
It just is so refreshing.
Get all the weathers.
Yeah, go and dabble your toes at the seaside anytime you like. Ugh, it's just so refreshing.
It's true. Whenever you go swimming, you're cooling off. It's nice.
Yeah, sometimes you see how that breeze is rolling through your island when it's
Dip
shaking
your little
those tree
toesies
leaves.
in.
I love that. I love when I see the flowers wiggle. That's fun.
Yes, and then when the balloons are floating by and they're swinging from side to side, hanging from the balloon, which is really great. Oh,
They've done amazing stuff with the wind in this
Yeah.
game. It's
Wind.
super fun. I agree.
Tay in the wind. Tay
Are you Nell?
Is that Nell?
She's Nell.
in the wind.
Wow, that is amazing.
That's a throwback.
Mama with the lard. Wanna.
That movie really broke me every time I watched it.
You know, it was fun as a teenager pretending that you're Nell in public with your mother.
Oh,
That's
fun.
that's a
I'm
great
sure your
way to
mother loved
embarrass your
that.
mother.
Yeah.
Oh, my
It's great. I think she probably thought I think she thought it was funny, but also really embarrassing.
Right. The combo. Yeah.
It's fair. I mean, it makes sense. Oh, goodness gracious. What
That's
a lot
me.
of fun.
Oh gosh, guys! Hey,
What?
we have a fan faction.
Fan faction. Wait.
Fan faction.
The never-ending fan faction.
Is that what we're going with?
That's the one I remembered right off the top of my head right now.
That was definitely that's classic fan faction.
Wow, it's been so long.
It has
I
been.
can't remember
It's
the
been a long
fan
time. Been some
Been a
long
minute.
times. It has been.
What
a
do we
hot minute.
got?
Well,
Tell us about it.
I can tell you about it. This is a fan faction that is about just my own island that is sprung from a typo because Niktal is my island name, which is spelled Nyctale. And when I typed it up the other day, my phone was like, "Oh, you mean NYC ale or NYC tail?"
NYC,
rather.
represent.
Like a Bronx tale, an NYC
Yes,
tale.
an NYC tail, if you will. And I was like, no, autocorrect. That's not how to spell my island
So what
name.
it meant.
But then I was like, wait, I think it was like Gabby and I were talking about something because she called it out and was like, oh, that's a NYC, huh, or something like that. And I was like, well, what if it's like post-apocalyptic NYC in the far distant future
the Nick
when nature has reclaimed the land.
tail.
Yes, NYC tail. And the animals have taken it. Animals now speak and walk on two legs. For those that didn't already walk on two legs.
It makes sense. It checks out.
It checks out. We've always, I mean, that's always been, this is a long-standing tradition of when we were predicting what would New Horizons be. It was, I believe, JoeyBoey herself suggested that it was going to be
She herself.
post-apocalyptic. She herself.
It was me. It was
in
me
fact.
myself.
No, none
and her.
other than herself suggested.
Nobody
but-
else could predict it like she did.
Nobody could predict it like she did. And so now, thanks to JoeyBoey, I have am borrowing delightful Statue of Liberty so I can live in the dream of the Planet of the Apes, finding out that the Statue of Liberty was here all along.
They blew it up.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited that I'm going to have to find some other ways to kind of harken back to.
We just have to fill your island with apes. I think that's key.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. Oh my gosh. I'm going to bring Rocket and Louie and Caesar and Boone and who else?
Boone. My favorite Yeti. What's his face?
Hans.
Hans.
Is it Hans? Yes. I was like, was
Yes.
it not his name?
Yeah.
Toast or strudel? We can get the toast or
Klaus
strudel
or
outfit.
Hans?
Oh, Klaus is the bear who looks like a centurion.
Klaus is
Klaus is the bear with the Caesar haircut.
Yes.
Actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the,
but
and
he
the
also
sandals
has
built in.
that similar.
Well, because in Pocket Camp he was much more folksy than he is now. Now he's more Roman Empire themed. They've changed his style.
Oh, that's right, because he comes with a toga, not toga, but like the
It's
it is a toga.
Or whatever that
The red
that
sash
red
robe. Yeah, I think it is.
sash,
It is
yeah.
legit called a toga because I think I'm always thinking of the chitin as being what I think in my brain.
Right.
A toga
And that
looks
one's
like,
called the chitin. Yeah.
and that's called chitin. Yeah. So there we go.
See,
See,
It's a thing that I learned from you guys.
Oh, that's right. Exactly. But anyway, so I'm excited about fan faction of Niktal with NYC.
I look forward to your post-apocalyptic design in your island, even if it's just a corner of your island, whatever you decide to do.
Yeah, right now it's a corner of my island, and I've just been putting down like flagstones and rocks in that beach corner to show that there's like upheaval of the earth.
Yeah.
I was just like trying to figure out what other things I can put more stones there. I wish I could craft like little chunks of building to just be like floating around in that area.
Oh, that would be so fun if you could have like buildings floating in the water and
Yeah.
like,
Oh my gosh, emerging like a
saw-
sunken. Oh, that'd be so cool.
I saw, but I didn't watch the video of someone who did like a They flooded their island, so it's just like one little tiny little
Oh
thing.
no! Well,
Yeah.
You could have like a big old.
it's a lot of work to flood your
Sad
island.
Also, I
Flooded
don't want to.
She's like, no.
Then you don't have
I
any
like fishing,
flowers.
but
Then you
not that
don't
much,
have
yeah.
any animal villagers.
Yeah, like that's a good question. How can you can't get rid of animals that are already there? So I guess you have to do that from the start.
You can move them all to the beach.
Oh, gotcha. Because you can't
Put
get
all
rid
the
of the
houses
beach.
on the beach.
Everybody gets a beach house.
Yep.
You get a beach house. You get a
Yep.
beach house. But
I'm
I don't
trying to
know
think
if
like
that's.
how I would do it now with everything I have. And part one, throw away all the flowers, which
Oh,
is
no.
devastating.
I know that's especially like after all the trouble you go through, and they're so beautiful.
You could keep one here and there on one sad little island square.
You can put them on the sand if you want to. They just don't bloom or grow. if
You also
That's
you don't
what I
have to
know.
fully flood like this person did, but you could like really over flood it and like have like a
Very-
few little islands and little,
Very
after the ice caps have all melted in the future,
Yeah,
and it's just
yeah.
like nothing but
yeah.
because you need to be
An
able to get
archipelago of-
around. Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll think about it. Nothing about it.
Don't do
Think
it.
about it.
Don't do it.
Sarah's like,
Well,
that's
now I
not
have to do
happening.
it. You're telling me not to do it. But Just kidding.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Rar. Don't do it.
Oh.
I love the idea that every time you want to visit that little island, you have to terraform your way to it.
Isn't that frustrating? That would be crazy. Wouldn't it be, we should have little like kayaks or something so you could just like pop in and just go poop, poop, scoot your way over.
We can deep
Bloop,
sea
bloop,
dive. Why
bloop.
can't we have little like some way of wading through the water in the thing?
Wading through the water. Yeah.
Wade in the water.
Wade in the water, children. Yes. But yes, it's a possibility. I could have a flooded isle. Who knows? Do we have any other? Is there any other fan factions? I think that's like
Nope, that's it.
That was it.
That's the only
Yeah.
one. That's the one. It was the one that got away.
Wow. Oh, I see Tabby is walking away from the camera. Oh.
So I
She's
have
been
a
circling
question. Ooh. Oh, she's like a little shark, a land shark. Can you put a little fin on her?
Does she wear
Would you be
fins?
on her?
afraid? Would you be afraid of a little tabby with a little fin on her?
No, I would not. That would be adorable.
Be so sweet.
She wouldn't wear it, but it would be very adorable.
She would be. She doesn't like wearing cute clothes. Like, don't all cats love wearing costumes?
She did really well with her collar for Halloween. She
I
had
remember
little,
that.
like-
It was very
like
cute.
madrigal sort of collar. She was the only one that wore her costume all night. Everyone else ripped those off.
Oh.
But
Little
yes,
Tabitha.
but if it was around her stomach, I don't think she would handle it. So if I could attach it to like a madrigal, maybe it'll work.
Oh, are you saying maybe if she could have a little fin hat? Fin
Fin
hat
hat.
headband.
I don't
fin
think she would wear a
headband.
hat either. It really was a collar. That's the only thing that works. It's very limited design
Neck
options.
fin.
But now that I know how to sew, I can make anything happen, guys.
Do it. I think
Yes.
it's Shark Week. Isn't it Shark Week? I don't know.
God, is it?
Does
I
Shark
don't
Week
work for
happen
that
still?
channel anymore.
I mean, if I'm not in downtown Silver Spring seeing the shark on the building, how would I ever
Chompy.
know it's Shark Week?
And also now they're not in downtown Silver Spring, so we
Exactly.
definitely wouldn't know.
How would anyone
Right.
ever know?
No one ever knows.
No one will ever know.
I miss Chompy. That was so much fun. I like having a giant shark in our building. Guys, so people probably other people don't know about having a giant shark on a building in their town. So since when Discovery was headquartered in our area in Silver Spring, every now and again they would break out their giant inflatable chompy shark that wrapped around a building. So he kind of looks like he was growing out of the building, like his head at one end and his tail at the other, and two little side flippy fins.
He was a
amazing.
sight to be seen, and he was very, very
It
cute.
was
was
not my
very
favorite
cute.
time of the year to be commuting into
Aw.
Silver Spring.
But across the street in downtown, little chompy, a guy in a suit would be there,
Sometimes handing out hats.
giving out hats.
Chompy hats.
I mean,
that was a
that's
magical
pretty
time.
precious.
What an amazing time we lived in. It was,
know.
It was great. Miss it.
Miss it.
Yeah.
Soups.
Aw.
All right, guys. No, I do have a question for you guys, though.
Oh,
Would you rather jump into a dream suite?
Okay,
Or would
option
you
one.
rather talk about a tiny delight that we
If I
kind of
recall-
foreshadowed earlier?
yeah. If I recall, the Tiny Delight is so tiny. We should do that one quick.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's do it. So yes.
Rar,
you
what's your
guys-
tiny delight?
My tiny
Tiny delight. Oh, wait, sorry.
Oh yes.
you first.
Once again, I'm asking for your tiny delights.
Sky rockets in flight.
Dun 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 dun
Tiny delights.
dun 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 dun.
Tiny delights.
Tiny Delights.
Yay! Oh yes. So my tiny delight was a little slice of Animal Crossing in real life, because we looked out on our back porch yesterday. Wow, it feels like it was forever ago.
It's just yesterday.
It was just yesterday.
Wow.
Tim
Seems
saw
like
this,
yesterday.
this silhouette on our back door, and it was a stag beetle in real life that had come up to our porch and was just perched on our backyard's back door screen. So it was a
so
reddish.
excited to see
It was
you.
so excited. I was so excited to see it. So it was it's called a reddish brown stag beetle, and they're native to our area. And they are, in fact, reddish brown. It's a very accurate name.
Yeah.
for
yeah.
the
Good, I
common
like
name.
it. Unlike
Right?
birds, where they're like, this is a yellow bird, and it's got one little tuft of yellow on it. I'm like, nope,
I
it is
know.
not.
Nice try,
False.
yellow blah 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 bird.
Nice try, gray and dingy
Yeah.
brown.
Golden
bird.
crown kinglet, where I can never really see that golden crown unless you have your little head fluffed just the right way, and you're really tiny anyway. But yes, so this was a lovely stag beetle, and he was like an inch and a half large, so it's a big,
big.
substantial guy.
It's a
So-
biggie.
and he had his
About
big
the size
mandibles.
it is in the game, right? Like if I just put my hand up to the screen on the game.
Yeah, that's right. If you put your hand up to the screen, in the game, it's the same size as this guy was in real life. Could have easily gotten him, turned him in for 6,000 bells, maybe 4,000. I don't know. It'd been great. But
It's a big
anyway,
guy.
Some
big guy.
sort of
So
belge.
I have a very important question, Sarah. How
Oh,
did you
what's that?
approach it with your net?
Oh, well, I made sure I was about 1.5 squares away from it, and then I just
Yeah.
tiptoe, and then net.
That's how you have to do it.
He didn't fly
sense.
away.
So
Actually,
you
I
had to
just left.
you had to just go around your house to go to the back, so you could approach it from
Yeah,
there.
exactly. I had
'Cause
to,
if you opened the
circle
screen, you would have
around.
scared it away. Obviously.
Oh, right, obviously, because that wouldn't work in a million years. They're very nervous little bugs.
Never in a
but-
million years.
Never in a million years. But it was very exciting to see him, and I was very pleased. Pleased as punch I was.
That's
It's a delight.
tiny delight.
It was a tiny
So
delight.
tiny
So tiny.
and
but a big-
delightful.
He's a big tiny delight.
It was tiny and delightful at the same time.
Yes. It is truth.
All right. Well, I'm getting
Oh.
ready to sing. So whoever doesn't like me singing, plug your ears.
Well, none of them are
It's
in
not
this podcast
definitely
right now. So
not
whatever.
either of us. So
I'm
please go
listening.
ahead. I am ready.
Dream sweet, where you sweetly dream. We have some
that
dream
was the
sweets,
sweetest.
guys.
We sure
I'm
did.
going to pull up my phone. But in the meantime, Rar, I know you have a dream suite that relates to the
Yes.
4th level.
Yes, the 4th level, because we were talking about off air. We were talking about how the 4th level is fun to try, but the challenge is you need to have a good amount of free space. And when a lot of friends have already plotted out all of their space, and they would have to take down something that they already love and know and love and enjoy in order just to try out this thing. I was like, what if we could have friends come over and like have space that they could play on and let them build on our space, because I wouldn't mind. I would like to share. And then
share.
that way
Sharing
you
is
could come
caring.
also it would be a good way to show people how to do things, because you could be like right there and you could have them have out their shovel, or they could be there when you're using construction. It would be so fun. So yeah, I want play space where we can construction time together.
And it could just be it could just be for besties.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And just to be able to like come over while you're terraforming so someone can help you. Like the number of times I've been terraforming and I've like, it's just so tedious. I just give up halfway and come back the next day to finish.
It is time consuming.
Especially when you're laying paths.
Even with like the joint playing, that would be nice to have. Like when you have like two people in your own island playing at the same time, it'd be nice. You can't.
You can't even.
You can't.
I didn't realize that.
I don't think.
You know what?
I'm pretty sure that's
I think
true.
you're right, because a lot of it's limited. Because you're limited in the controls you have as well, since you're only using the mini, the little bip, the little half bip. Unless you have
the plusity plus plus.
Yeah, the plusity plus plus.
No, the bibbity bip bip.
The bippity bip.
My mistake.
Talking about the bips.
Couldn't be more clear.
I call it the plusity plus plus. I don't know what we're talking about. Bibbity bobbity boobity plus plus.
Guys, you're clearly talking about the same thing. I don't know why you're arguing. But yes, regardless, it would sure be nice to be able to play together in that respect. And I know it's great that we, not to complain, I love that we can hang out on islands, but I would like to have that. I just want a little more Nintendo.
More.
More. That would just be.
Give me a little
nice
more.
To have help. That's really where I am with it. Just to have help.
Yeah, a little help. A little help. Leesh, did you have something to share for the dreams?
Yeah. I get by with a little help from my friends.
Frams.
I had a song for that. I was excited.
Did you freeze?
What?
Nope.
For helping.
You're fine now.
We're going to move right along. Didn't happen.
Yep, nothing happened.
I didn't freeze. So anyway, I have a dream suite, and it's not from me, and it's not from anyone that I know. And in fact, I've forgotten their names already because I didn't document it.
No credit.
Oh no, sorry, whoever you are. Speak up and let us know.
So this came from an Animal Crossing Facebook group that we are a part of, and I've actually started paying attention to it recently.
Ooh, fun.
And they don't call it a dream suite, but it is clearly a dream suite. And I'll just read what they said. It said, "My dock is small.
Yep.
Nothing spawns near my dock. In order to get the exclusive fish that only spawn there, I had to go to my wife's island. I assume you can never change it, but it would be nice if there was a dock enlargement option." I know. And everyone was just like,
You are one letter off from a different conversation.
Yeah, I know. I was just like,
and so many people were like, totally didn't read that right. You went to your wife's island, huh?
That's funny. Wait, so is this a true thing?
So apparently, people were saying in the comments that there are two dock sizes. There's a 10 plank versus a 15 to 16 plank board. And mine is, I know, and I didn't know this, but now that I'm looking, I have a 10 plank.
I'm gonna go find out.
Oh man, now I'm very curious.
And I did go to a mystery island, and that was a 15 plank, but I don't know if other people's islands are also 15 plank.
I am right by my dock. I'm gonna go find out right now.
Find out.
But I'm curious. I'm curious
we're counting
to know what other
individual
people have.
planks.
So wait, and this person was saying that since they had a 10 plank dock, they just didn't get fish spawning?
They're saying that if it was they're saying that if it was longer, they would get more fish to spawn, I guess.
That's true.
10.
I feel like they
10.
spawn so infrequently.
10? See, I think that there's, I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know what the difference would be. Like, so nothing spawns ever. So are they saying that on the 15 they do spawn sometimes?
I guess. I mean, if you go to a mystery island and there's a 15, I don't know that I noticed if there was something spawning over there. I didn't pay attention.
I didn't even
This
realize
is the thing. Things that make you go,
That's the thing that make me go, And I also have a 10 plank dock.
Okay, so now I'm wondering if maybe just normal islands have 10 and mystery islands have 15.
And
based on our sample size of 3.
And then that's a totally different conversation because mystery islands probably have different spawn rules as well. Yeah.
And question, I didn't realize that Mystery Islands had docks like our islands have docks. Do they have those extra docks on the side? Because I might have just never
I
have
went
seen them.
somewhere that had 15. Now I know. Now I want to know where it was. I could have sworn it was a mystery island.
And it may well be.
Where else could I have gone?
A friend's island? Like visiting somebody's, like, another person?
No.
Nope, definitely not. That could not be it.
Now I'm confused. Now I kind of want to get a Nook Mile ticket and
That's the way to learn.
go.
Nook Mile tickets to learn.
Now I'm confused. Maybe I'm making that up, but I definitely saw a 15 plank somewhere.
We're gonna have to follow this one up.
Yeah, this will be something. This will be.
I don't think we're gonna solve this right here.
This is definitely things that make you go,
Things that make you go, I'm
At
curious.
any rate, it would be nice to have different customizations to your dock.
Yeah, that would be cool. I've
If
seen
you could
people
change, like, the...
put paths down. At least you can
Sure.
decorate.
But it'd be
it.
nice if you could, like, upgrade it.
Enlarge
Say.
it.
Ooh,
Enlarge it. Enlarge
You're
your
talking
dock.
about dock enlargement?
Dock
I'm talking
enlargement.
about dock enlargement. Yes.
All I can think about is Austin Powers.
I know.
Yes.
It's not
Yes.
my bag, baby.
Same.
This sort of thing is my bag, baby.
It is different.
So anyway, if anyone has any insight into this, I'm curious.
I'm very curious,
My
too.
interest is definitely piqued.
Yes, I want to know. Now I'm going to be like, anytime I go to somebody's island, I'm going to go visit their dock to see how many.
Yeah. Show me
planks.
to your dock. I need to find out.
I must know.
I must know the size of your dock.
We're going to have a dock comparison contest. So I mean, I'm just saying.
And I want to know if dock size matters.
I want to know that too.
Right? These are really important questions, guys.
It's true.
Leesh, I just realized that I had 2 hot topics written down that we did not put down in our agenda for this evening.
Oh, well, why not have a hot... I mean, if it's okay with
Welp.
Leesh.
No, I'm just kidding. Yes, that's good.
You missed your chance. No.
Should have talked about it ahead of time.
I could probably do at least one of them quickly. We could do both. It just depends what we have time for.
Big eye roll, and then hot topic. Go ahead. You got both.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. So, I mean, these might be quick because I don't know. But these are things I've been talking about this week.
Yeah, let's talk about
The
it.
first thing is, you might recall last week I was very excited that I was going to get Marshall from our friend Queen of All.
Oh
Deeps.
yeah,
Yes.
And I heard that didn't pan out at the time of the thing that you needed it to. I saw that in the
Well,
Discord.
so what happened was, she had, I forget who she was amiiboing in to replace Marshall with, but I guess it was a non-consecutive set of swipes because she was trying different amiibos to see who she wanted to move in first. So she had animal 1, switched to animal 2, did 1, 2, 3 with animal 2, went back to animal 1, but it was not consecutive. So the theory is that first one got zeroed out, and this new swipe of the amiibo is the new 1. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense?
Nope. I looked away for a moment, and then I just was like, I'm so sorry, Joelle. I'm sure it does make sense, but I missed the boat and
let me
sailed
try it
without
again,
me.
because I think I went too off the deep end with it. So when you swipe in your amiibos, you need to do it 3 times, and on the third time, if you remembered to make their item and they like you, they're like, great, I want to move in.
Yes. That's the way it usually
and we
works.
know that works, and we know that those days don't have to be consecutive. You could do
Correct.
day 1 in April, day 2 in May, and day 3 in June, and still get that amiibo.
Right.
What we don't know is if there is a time limit between those 3. Like if you can, if it's after 32 days, like whatever that time limit is, does it zero out? And the other thing we may have learned is if you swipe an amiibo in between those swipes. Like if you swipe a different amiibo. So I think in this example, amiibo number 2 is Cherry. Amiibo number 1, I cannot remember. Call it a horse. It was Lucky.
It's
it was
a horse.
Lucky. It was Lucky.
It's
so
a dog.
she had Lucky and she had Cherry. I think those are the 2. So she
Doggos.
swiped Lucky, decided she wanted Cherry. Swiped in Cherry 3 times. Cherry moved to her island.
Yes.
Brought Lucky back for Lucky number 2. Lucky, haha. and thought on Lucky's third visit, that would be the time he would be invited, and we could time it all to when my island had a vacancy, and we thought it'd be great.
Yeah.
But she went and talked to Lucky, and Lucky did not offer to move in. So we think that Lucky got reset to 0 because Cherry was swiped in between.
Man.
So there's some, I guess I'm going to call it some mysteries about how the amiibo swiping works. And like, are there time limits, and how does it work if you do non-consecutive or animals in between or whatever?
Yeah, that's interesting. I can try doing it, and it's interesting that we're talking about that because I was assuming that you could just like, I was hoping you could just like 3 times swipe an amiibo and have them preloaded. So when or 2 times swipe them, so the 3rd time they'll be ready to come and visit. But that makes me think maybe that won't work, which is.
But yeah, if you've been jumping between different amiibos, it's whatever the last one is the set number, which makes sense, I guess. Like, maybe it doesn't make sense.
But no, I guess it could make sense if it only can like hold on to one amiibo data.
Yeah,
one amiibo data.
It's like a really limited memory, like a calculator or something. I can't do complex memory. So maybe not a hot topic, but interesting.
No, I think it's a hot topic now. It's a hot topic. I don't think it's hot topic. It's good to be mindful of.
I just learned that my son broke every single one of my rocks. And now they're no longer in the same spot.
Oh, no.
Just like I predicted would happen.
Which is why you never did the whole moving the rocks project.
I never did it like as an official project, but I did have like all of them but one in one little area. And I had like little like bush fence thingies already backed
little
up.
Bumpers.
So I could just like, bumpers set up. And I'm like, wait, why are there 2 that are not where oh no. So it looks like 2 spawned back where they were supposed to be, but yeah, I got some work to do.
Oh no! Well, hopefully you can get them. I mean, it's your island is pretty like well filled with stuff, so maybe it won't be too bad to get them back.
Hopefully,
move them over. Just throw some flowers in different spots and see what happens.
Yeah. There's some little patterns down. Buffer those bad boys.
I was thinking about that because now that my island's so full, if I ever want to move my rocks, it shouldn't be as hard as it was when I was placing all those mannequins down.
I've definitely moved my rocks. I moved them all to the front, and then I moved them all to their new home already. I only have one more left to get back to its fresh home, so it's pretty exciting. It is fun.
Baby home.
It's pretty cool.
I've been thinking about moving my rocks completely to a different spot and doing a really fun like official configuration for them. Like I kept them more natural in my current rock garden, but I
your lovely
do
rock, Zen rock
like
garden.
a pattern with them. We'll see. Or I might turn my current rock garden into a Zen garden. We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Cool. Mine are now part of my standing stone structures.
The
standing stone,
like your
like the Stonehenge-esque space.
It's like that's so smart. It's part of you have a full rock garden going over there.
It's great. I love it. And there's like as I said, just one last one. Yeah, that'll be fun. Come visit me and see it.
Yeah, in NYC tale post-apocalyptic.
That's right. It's an NYC tale, guys.
like Toy Story.
The other
Like
thing,
big.
maybe we can. I can save the second hot topic for next week. We can wait on that one.
Oh, okay.
Because I would love to, if we do have time to talk about our spotlight campers. I'd rather do that.
We do. Let's quickly.
Yes.
I think we have,
we have
like
time?
about 5 minutes. Let me just check.
Probably enough
Yeah,
time.
we have about 5 minutes, and we're playing with Thunderstorm Fire. But yeah,
That's true. Let's be really quick. Well, this can be super quick.
Like camper.
Oh, that was so nice, guys. So,
Thanks.
Leesh, shall I
They
take
worked
over
really
for
hard.
Spotlight Camper?
Oh no, I wasn't prepared.
No. I was just asking if I could, because
It sounds like Sarah
You
is
want to
prepared.
do it?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought you said you asked me if I.
No.
wanted to.
I was just
no.
I was just asking permission because I didn't want to step on your toes if you wanted.
You couldn't prepare me for this.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about Poppy.
Poppy.
We decided that's the way we need to say his name, because that way we can easily differentiate between him and little squirrel Poppy.
And Poppy.
So Poppy is one of my favorite friends because not only is he an adorable horse shape, he is also meant to look like an okapi. So he's Poppy the okapi. Or Poppy the okapi.
He sure is.
Yeah, so okapi are really cool. They're kind kind of like I don't even know how to describe them because they're so peculiar looking.
They're like part zebra,
like short giraffes.
Zebra deer horse.
Zebra deer horse giraffe.
Zebra giraffe deer horse. Yep.
That's totally accurate. Very accurate. And you can see it on Papi and how he has those lovely little stripy legs that are ever so cute. His arms and legs have those little stripy stripes. So he's a lazy horse villager. Horse is what, because that's the shape, just like we have the birds that are ostriches that are like peacocks and stuff.
Horse type.
I know.
Horse type.
I know his type.
It's a horse type.
You know his type. He's adorable. Oh, yes. So even I was looking on Wikipedia, get all the information, and it even does say that the okapi is an animal closely related to giraffes. So there you go.
Got it.
So there you are.
No, he isn't.
I have to say, the okapi is one of my favorite animals to visit at a zoo. For whatever reason, they always have the most interesting things written about them. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's always new to me, even though I've seen okapis, numerous times in my life.
Right. But they look so
I just
unique.
love visiting them.
Oh,
They're
that's so sweet. Did you ever see them eating? So you can see their purpley purple tongues that are ever so fancy and weird. They
I don't remember.
Blah, blah. Well,
Who
you'll have
can
to,
know?
next time you see them, you'll have to check it out.
I'll find another surprise and tiny delay from my okapi friends.
So Papi's starter catchphrase is "Hey," which I don't remember that was as a catchphrase because I've so many iterations ago that I
What
heard
is
that.
it? What does an okapi eat? Hey.
Hey.
Oh, he's a cute boot. Oh, sorry. I guess I should go to the description that he's a brown horse with blackish brown mane and tail.
No,
He's a brown
okapi.
okapi with a blackish brown mane and tail. His arms and legs are white with black stripes. His muzzle is pink and the inside of his ears are blue. And are they ever cute? They sure are.
I mean, his inside of his ears or his ear innards, Sarah?
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. I misread it. It's ear innards.
Snap.
I
Ear
thought
innards.
that's what that said. Yeah.
It says his eyes are simple ovals, but I have to tell you something very important about about Papi. When he
About ovals.
squints his eyes tight, they turn into little X's. They're really cute. So yeah,
like when Stitches does that with his eyes, with the
it's like
pluses?
Stitches. Exactly, that Stitch's eyes are like little X's all the time. But Papi's eyes turn into little X's when he's like, especially if he's exercising and he squints his eyes. It's really cute. So look out for that.
Very cute.
He's a cutie, and
every time I see him on your island, I'm just like, you are adorable.
he's so precious.
Maybe
and he's
it's the
also
same experience at the zoo. Like
that's right, Joelle. It's just carrying over your okapi experience with Papi. And also, I've got to say, he's the one. Whenever I see him around town near flowers, he'll have out, or sometimes at an insect or whatever, he'll have out a guidebook, looking at his guidebook and like looking at the flower, looking at the guidebook, looking at the flower. He's very interested in wildlife as well as candy.
I always
He likes candy as
associated
well.
the books with the normies, but like I've been seeing other animals enjoying guidebook activities as well.
Keep an eye out for it. I think it's interesting, and I definitely notice it more for Papi than any of my other islanders. So I wonder if it just is like depends on other little factors. I think we might have mentioned it possibly a little bit, wondering if that was something to keep an eye out for. Just see if
maybe it has to do with like their animal type, or has to do with something else. Like I don't know what it is, or maybe how long they are on the island. They start picking up each other's behaviors. Like you know how like your sporty type does all the sports, but then they all join in, and
that's right.
Something to that. They evolve. They're evolving.
They learn from their friends. That would be so sweet. Oh, but yes, so he is a lazy type, so he does often talk about the bugs that live in his walls and on his floor, which is always
sure do love talking about those bugs.
Cute.
Push.
Oh, he's cute.
I need a normie type, and I need a big cis type.
Oh man, I need a big cis type too.
I love my Pashmina Uchi.
I loved my Deirdre, and then a certain somebody told them that it was okay to leave.
Leesh, when you said
Leesh.
I'm so sorry. And when I saw that you mentioned that, I was like, oh, I wish I had someone that was wanting to leave, because I would be happy to pick her up, especially because I'm without an Uchi right now. But so
you might just look out with an island with a campsite visitor at some point.
So actually, I do have a campsite visitor. I should see who's there.
Yeah, check it out.
I have one today too.
I went
name
to
is
Mystery
Doc.
Islands to try to find a new normal or a Uchi, and Uchi, and I came home with a Peppy.
Bah, what was your Peppy?
Did you mean to like? Did you not?
Yeah.
He was someone you liked.
You fell in love.
Flora. I got Flora.
Flora is so cute. She's one of our ostrich friends who's a flamingo. And
I've run into Flora multiple times on Mystery Islands, but I cannot handle an extra Peppy on my island.
Oh, but they're so sassy.
Well,
they like the fashion.
One is enough.
Twiggy ever want, I'm okay with Peppy. I'm actually okay with Peppy. Yeah.
As long as their name is not Chrissy, we're fine.
But I went to so many islands and it was just all lazy. It was lazy.
Yeah.
Were you short a lazy question? Were you short a lazy villager?
No,
I
that's
definitely have
It is
several.
100% not how villager hunting works.
Just
I thought
random.
it would work that way. It's
Well-
just super random.
Curly. Who's Curly? Is he normal?
He's a pig, and he is.
Yes, he
If
is.
he's a he wouldn't be a normal.
Oh.
He could
What?
be a lazy, or he could be a smug, or he could be a cranky, or he could be a jock. Leesh is shaking her head. No, she
What?
disagrees. She's disagreeing.
Normals can't be male?
No, Leesh.
They've always been gendered for reasons that
I don't think
make
I
sense.
ever knew that.
Oh,
I don't think
He's a
I
jock,
that
by the way.
association.
little nugget.
Oh, I don't need any
nugget
more
of-
jocks.
Dropping
Curly's a
some
jock,
nuggets
jock.
of
I've
knowledge
already
on you.
got Scoot and Antonio, and I am filled up with jocks.
Yeah, you do.
I don't need any more. I'm all set.
He is very cute with a curly tail and a
No.
yellow
No. Peace out.
polo rugby
Goodbye.
shirt thing.
Goodbye.
Yeah, I had Doc, and I was like, I don't need another.
I honestly
male
did not put together. I
villager.
mean, I guess Uchi made sense that it would always be a girl, female,
Right,
lady
sure.
type.
Yeah, the jocks are only boys. It's the thing. I don't know why. I wish Animal Crossing would break their gender barriers
I
at
know.
some point. That
That's
would be
just
cool.
always the way it's been, and they haven't just decided to change that yet, unfortunately.
So,
Whoa. So,
what is Charlize Theron?
She's
she's
an
Uchi. Yeah,
She
she's
is?
Uchi. Yeah, she is. She's an Uch. She's an Uchi. She's a big sis.
Yeah.
She is a big sister.
Didn't get that.
It's funny, like that, how different ones with the same personality can be, though. Because, as much as I liked Paula when I first got her, after a while she sort of blah. I wasn't super interested. She got kind of boring to me. But I have Pashmina now, and Pashmina is a sweet pea for being an Uchi type, and I just love her. I love her. She's so adorable. I wasn't expecting it. She was a random campsite visitor. I lucked out.
It's kind of great. And Pashmina, she is a goat, correct? Is that
Yeah,
right?
she's a goat.
Yeah. And her house looks
Got
like a
little
diner
blue
style.
horns. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. I like it.
Her house and Merengue's house are very similar.
Oh, are
they?
they?
both have diners. Yeah.
Oh, and I just realized I didn't talk about Okapi. I mean, excuse me,
Yeah,
I didn't
let's
talk
get
about
back to
Poppy's
Poppy.
name.
Poppy.
It'll just a hot minute. Just one more little tidbit. So first of all, got to say, we discussed briefly off air a while back that his name, we should just know him as Poppy.
Poppy.
Because then we can always remember he's an Okapi. We're just like, maybe he just dropped the O and just like, to be a little cooler, make his name a little shorter. But
Yeah.
it turns out, if you want to know, do you want to know his nothing like, do you want to do that?
Yep.
You wanna do it?
I want to know
do.
exactly what you're about to say. Yep.
I was going to say, do you want to know his name in other languages real quick?
I do.
Yes. I
Because
do.
apparently in Japanese, his name is just Okapi. So that's pretty cute. So he's Okapi the Okapi.
Oh, well, fine. Squirrel the squirrel. Okapi
Why
the
not?
Okapi.
You know what? You got to do what you got to do. In French, his name is Boruko. And in Spanish, his name is Bio. In German, he's Friedel. In Italian,
Friedel?
he's...
Friedel. Sounds. I don't know. It sounds adorable. I don't know.
It does sound
I don't know what it means.
These are all,
Where are we going?
You know what? These are all cute names. In Italian, he's Perino. And in Dutch, he's Poppy. And in Chinese, and forgive me for, it's Zhao Gang, perhaps. And in Korean, he's Masama. So the Korean name is very different from his Japanese name, which is unusual. Because
That
usually
is
they're quite
unusual.
small.
Unless Masama is the name of an Okapi, we don't know, right?
Oh, that could be. Maybe that's the Korean name for an Okapi. Yeah, that could be. Oh, man.
And
all the layers.
Sarah, I'm looking
Yes.
up Boruco here in Italian, and it says it's a word for donkey.
What?
That makes sense. Like burro.
Boro.
Yeah, no,
Span-
that part makes sense, but okay, he's an Okapi, not a donkey, is my
No,
is my
I get
reaction.
it. I mean, yes, correct.
I understand what you're saying.
I got it. I was just agreeing in a weird way.
She's just
But
a
apparently
story.
it's a reference to that maybe Okapis were once incorrectly related to donkeys before they figured out that they were more like giraffes. I don't know.
That could be. I mean, as we know, they can be horse-shaped when you translate them in Animal Crossing. Donkeys,
true.
Well, they look a lot like horses.
That okapi's a horse. I don't know what you're talking about. If Animal Crossing biology was real,
Boy,
that flamingo, also an ostrich.
that peacock, also an ostrich. Crazy.
Weird.
Also,
That
your
phoenix,
robot
also an ostrich.
Yeah. Some of them are robots, and they're also ostriches.
Oh, right. Sprocket, right? Sprocket?
Yeah, Sprocket. Have you seen Sprocket in
Sprocket.
New Horizons? I haven't seen him yet.
I've seen him on someone's island. I can't
I
remember
think
who.
maybe Turkey Boy has him.
Oh my
possibly.
gosh, exciting.
It would
Yeah.
stand to reason that he would have him.
It might be on.
robot
He might be on someone else's too, but definitely Turkey Boys. I think I remember seeing him recently, so that makes sense.
That is cool. But that's it for our friend Papi, the Okapi.
And that's it for our show,
Papi.
guys.
That's it for the night.
Well,
Good
good.
night.
Let me get some birthdays.
Get some birthday action. Sampling of births.
I should have done this while we were all talking, but I didn't. And here we are.
We'll start.
Birthdays and anniversaries. And I'm only going to talk about the ones that I like.
Yeah, that's our new process. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, well, today is my very special camper / villager / whatever the heck you want to call him's birthday, which is Elvis. He's a friendly little cranky lion, cranky guy. He likes gold things.
He's expensive.
Who else? Oh, Curly's birthday is on the 26th. We just talked about him. Eric, the cute little lazy deer, is on the 27th.
He's
Truffles, 28th. Oh, Ketchup, our dear friend Ketchup is also on the 27th.
The very best teacup rider.
That'll wrap it up because I don't really care about the rest of them.
Oh,
Cool.
snap. Do a special
Skip it away.
Special thanks.
What's that?
I guess I'll do a special thanks to our very special producer.
I see him. He's right there.
He is.
Can't forget him.
We can see him. They're waving at you. Jack Quay Blank over here, ladies and gentlemen. Monkey Cat Studios.